The Lagos State government has promised to commit more resources to the improved standard of education in the state. The Director General Office of Education Quality Assurance at the Lagos State Ministry of Education, Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo, says students from the state must be able to compete favorably with their counterpart anywhere in the world. Now, this comes as the world marks Literacy Day.
September 8th every year is World Literacy Day, a day set aside to promote the culture of reading and writing. On that date, primary and secondary schools in Lagos State were on holiday. But not to miss out, another day is selected to join in that commemoration, just like it's being done here. The Director General of the Office of Education Quality Control, Lagos State Ministry of Education, is going round schools as a way of marking the day, inspecting for quality and compliance with state standards, just as is being done in this model primary school.
They would come out in the early morning or just before sunset so that other animals could admire their glowing skin.
Students are encouraged to read.
Who stand the agony of Lagos commuters? If you have to put that in your note, you start with the name. Are you getting it now? Yes. The name of the singer was Fela Anikulapo Kuti.
It's a day that we mark globally for pupils, students to know the value of reading, writing and speaking. For them to know that once they're able to do this, they'll be self-reliant and they'll be better persons in life. I'm so excited because the Director General Quality Assurance is here, Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo. She's here with all our team, and then it has to do with the totality of the school, because they were able to assess us in all areas of our teaching and learning processes. Even the environments are not left behind. So I'm happy to have them here, because it's another way of encouraging us to support our teaching and learning processes. Wherever we are not doing well, they are here to correct us and to tell us, to support us in whatever we are doing.
One of the state's mode of marking the day is the showcasing of a 7-year-old author.
I want to encourage everybody to learn how to read and write well.
Fantastic. Thank you. The moment we get literacy right in Nigeria, every other subject will fall into place. Because you will know that literacy skills is what we use for other platforms of different subjects. If you are able to read and write, children will be able to solve word problems in maths, and children would actually pass very well. This is a time for us to promote good reading skills, and starting from foundation where children can learn their phonics really well, because by the time they do all that really well and they become great readers, and we're encouraging schools also that by the genre that will interest the children, because you can have 7-year-old boys, by the time they are 7, they don't like to read anymore. And that's because sometimes you will see that those children are now being exposed to a lot of things like games, football and so on. Buy them literacy books on football. Buy them literacy books on games. So that, because nobody has told you to teach content. What we are talking about is literacy skills.
Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up and let it go.
From here, the train moves to another school. The message is the same. Promotion of literacy, which goes beyond the regular reading and writing to include other aspects.
Teachers, you are great. Teachers, you are wonderfully made. Teachers, you are recognized by God. Teachers, you are excellent.
In this school, we touch all the 3 domains of education, starting from cognitive to psychomotor to affective domain. And that is why we didn't limit the learning of our students in the classroom. We extend it outside the classroom. And you can see, we teach them carpentry, fashion designing, we have barbing saloon, we have hairdressing, as well as home economics, where we gave them skill that will enable them to survive and succeed in society. So it's a plus to the teacher and learner that we are engaging them in the school.
Here, another author speaks to the students on the need to hunger for improved reading.
seeing my life in their lives is just smart to help them have what I didn't have, the exposure, the positioning, and the establishment of what they have to the point of impacting and giving to the community. That's where I'm inspired to do that. So we're taking it to the level because we run Readland. Readland is a platform for children. We call it Character and Competence Center. It's a leadership center. So what we're doing at Readland is to marry these two legs and ensure they emerge as global leaders and solve the problem that we normally have as Africans or Nigerians, that leadership problem. So that's where the inspiration came from.
What literacy teaches us about how to read, to be creative, be willing to, as you come to school as a student, you need to be very creative, read your books all the time, so that when you are a leader, you'll be able to teach others how to do the right thing in education, not to just come to school to play, but know the reason why you are in school, and your focus to be in school is to learn.
With the theme Literacy and Skills Development, this year's commemoration focuses on the development of not just literacy, but also skills like these students are doing here. The Lagos State government promises to do more in that regard to make its students compete favorably anywhere in the world.